Welcome to the Trading Desk, where we say money talks and conventional wisdom walks. My name is Dave Floyd with Aspen Trading Group here in Bend, and joined as always with Matt Davio of Red Rock Partners and Jesse Felder of Felder & Company. Before we get into today's show, let's take a look at some charts to see what the markets did last month.
All right, this month the S&P 500 was marginally lower than the July month, and we did end lower. Again, not a new low for the markets, but you can see the trend is very clearly broken since the fall of '08, and we are clearly in a bear market. The second chart is the NASDAQ 100, and you can see this one is struggling a little bit more to define a trend, and I would say it's a little bit delayed on going down. The technology names, the top 100 names are involved here on the NASDAQ, and this looks to me like it is, again, pointing downward and probably will be following the larger, bigger brother of the S&P 500. The next chart is the oil chart. This is a chart of the oil futures. Again, this is going back to, on the left side, all the way back to '04. You can see early '07, we took off from $60 a barrel all the way up to almost $150 a barrel. We have since come off about 30% and are trading around $106. I think this will have an effect, possibly, on the overall markets in the future. The next couple charts are all interrelated, interwoven, if you will. The 10-year rate is the interest rate chart, and you can see again we've been falling steadily here over the last 3 or 4 months, again after breaking out. So interest rates do look to be trending downward again. Fannie Mae is the next chart. I just wanted to show the explosion here from a $70 price target all the way down to 70 cents. That's correct. 70 cents today. And then the final, again, is the housing market and how that relates to the 10-year rate and to Fannie Mae. You can see here that we may be putting in a bottom here. It's too early to call. To me, you're going to have to see this go over that 400 level on that Dow Jones Housing Index. So we're, again, stuck in this purgatory on the housing chart for the time being.
Welcome back to the Trading Desk. As you can see from the previous charts, it really was dependent upon what day of the week you looked at your investment portfolio, because it was certainly a mixed bag. Jesse, we were talking last week before we did the show and kind of getting prepared that there's really not much of an edge rate in here.
It's tough. I mean, and that shows in the trading last week. I mean, after the holiday, we opened with a huge gap up. The market reversed and closed down on the day. It was just a huge day. Friday, we had the huge gap down. Market reversed and closed higher. It was just bookending the week, and it's just, I think, a great example for what the market's been doing. A whole lot of volatility, but not really going anywhere.
Again, slightly red for the month. August was lower than we ended in July, and but not to a new low and not to anything of significance. So we're kind of finishing off the summer here with
and I think that's what we're going to try to focus on the show today. Is that maybe from a longer term investment standpoint, it's kind of tough to gain an edge in here. However, if you're a trader, as all three of us are, I mean, there are opportunities. Yeah, there are definitely opportunities on a short-term basis. What do you make of the market with the Fannie Mae opening up big today and then kind of giving up some of those gains and then ultimately
the news came out. Paulson and the Treasury is basically taking custody of the two largest mortgage companies in the world, which is humongous news, and the stocks cratered on the news.
They got 70 cents left to zero.
And I don't know, Matt, you could probably speak to this. I don't know if it makes a whole lot of difference to the market. I mean, the market rallied 300.
The market rallied, but it opened up. It actually sold off from the open. So we saw the highs of the day today on the Freddie News right at the open. So everybody that bought is basically underwater today.
Right. Yeah. I think what it boils down to is, has the landscape changed? The answer is probably not. But anyways, we'll come back and talk about it.
No.
I think you do now. Anyways. We'll be back. We're going to take a little break right here, but when we come back, we're going to talk about 3 key themes here: the U.S. dollar, oil, and real estate. You're watching the Trading Desk on COTV.